Morning, brothers and sisters, friends and neighbors. Roseville MTB Dad here. Originally set out to just record a ride with the boy and I on Darrington Trail last Saturday morning. Turns out we're doing something very different, and it's regrettable that I would have to do something like this. I debated whether I should do it at all, and then ultimately decided I had to for my own peace of mind and also maybe, just maybe, make the universe a better place. So what this video is today is a public service announcement, and it's to address, I think, a general malaise that we're feeling as a society, and also make the local mountain biking community aware of a very specific individual who I would consider to be psychopathic. I've got his photograph, I've got his license plate, I've got some pictures of his truck, all of which I'm going to post on this video. And I figured what I would also do, just as a counterpoint, is splice in some of the footage I did get from our ride involving interactions with other hikers and riders and people that we passed on the trail, to sort of create a bit of a contrast between that and what we encountered with this guy. So we were riding back to the trailhead. We were maybe 2 to 3 miles out, around 10 in the morning, give or take. My son was in the lead. He's obviously quicker than me, as I'm sure everybody's figured out by now who's watched any of my videos. And we came up behind a jogger, a guy, I'd say early 40s, maybe 6 foot, 200 pounds, solid. He's pounding some serious miles at pace on Darrington, so not in terrible shape. I'm not a small guy, but I'm almost 50, and I have my boy with me, and I'm not looking for a row, so to speak. But we came up behind this guy heading in the same direction. And I asked my son to make himself known, which he's been taught to do. He's a very polite young man, as I'm sure you've also seen if you've watched any of my videos. He said, "Sir," tried to make our presence known. The guy kept running as though he didn't hear him. He had earbuds in. I figured maybe he just didn't hear, so I told my son, "Look, I don't think he hears you. Make yourself heard." Oh, he heard us fine. He wouldn't move over. He put his ass right in the middle of the trail and wouldn't let us go by. And I was a ways back, but I heard him start barking at my boy about the rules of the trail. That's probably what I'll title this public service announcement, The Rules of the Trail. And apparently in this guy's mind, mountain bikers are just simply meant to follow him, that he has absolute unfettered right of passage, and anyone behind him must go at his pace for as long as it takes until the trail is wide enough for us to go around him safely while he is in the middle of the trail, not moving over a foot or two to the right in the middle of the trail. I came up on him, tried to figure out what I was dealing with. Some words ensued. They weren't pleasant. I certainly gave as good as I got. But again, having my boy with me, being, on the just south of 50 and really not looking for a brawl at this stage in my life, I was hoping to avoid any physical altercation. My boy ultimately was able to get around him. It took me a while before I could do the same. And cussing, swearing, profanities, called me a douche, among other things. I'm not sure how that makes me a douche, but anyway, that's what he called me. So we got around him and we proceeded on and got back to the car. And my boy was upset. He wanted us to leave. I said, "Look, we'll load our bikes, we'll get dressed, we'll do what we usually do." And so he showed up, and we got into it in earnest. And his whole obsessive sort of psychotic playback loop was the rules. We didn't know the rules. Made fun of our bikes, made fun of our clothes, said, "Oh, I've just been riding 2 weeks, huh? And think you know the rules of the trail. You need to know the rules. The effing rules this, the effing rules that." There were other people present, a man, his wife, and their 2 little girls. I think they were girls in a stroller. The woman barked at the guy to stop using profanity in front of her kids. He turned on them and started giving them abuse. To his credit, God bless you if you're out there and you ever see this, the guy walked over and said, you know, I run into mountain bikers all the time when I'm on the trail hiking or running, and you know what I do? I just move aside. Well, our antagonist turned on him then and said, well, then you don't know the effing rules either, and I guess I need to school you too. Is there any other idiots around here I need to school? This guy's absolutely bat crazy. So these guys get into it to the point where they're making threatening comments, and I'll teach you some respect and things of that nature. The woman's trying to pull her husband away and get out of there, obviously. Anyway, so after that, you know, things wind down. He turns back to me after they leave and continues to advise me that he schooled me and I'm embarrassed and I should learn the effing rules and I should call the Park Service and they could tell me the rules too. A bigger a-hole, a bigger jerk, I don't think I've encountered in my adult life, certainly not for many, many years. I reached out to one of the local shop owners I respect and ran the incident by him. First, he commended me for not choking the guy. He said he wouldn't have been able to restrain himself. He also told me in no uncertain terms that he's been riding mountain bikes around here for about 25 years, and that the guy absolutely should have just moved aside and let us pass. That there's no such rule. There's no obligation that mountain bikers have to follow behind a jogger indefinitely, potentially, until such time as he's good and ready to let us pass. Utter nonsense. So for the record, even that much of his whole shtick was just utter balls. I called El Dorado County Sheriffs, and they similarly told me that there's no such rule that mountain bikers and anyone else has to yield to a jogger or a hiker, and that they have absolutely unfettered right of passage. I called the supervising ranger at Folsom Lake SRA and had a very long conversation with him about it as well. He similarly told me there is no such rule. The man should have stepped by. He should have just maybe moved over a foot or two, let us pass. There's absolutely no rule in existence that requires mountain bikers to follow behind a jogger until he's damn well good and ready to let them go past. So aside from being wrong on his technical point that he hinged his entire engineering of this altercation upon, even if he were right, for argument's sake, is that really the approach you take with a 14-year-old boy and his dad out for a ride on a Saturday morning? You know, educate maybe instead of berate. I don't know. But anyway, this guy's a menace. I'm going to put a picture of the guy's face up. I'm going to put a picture of his license plate up and the back of his truck. He had Oregon stickers in the back. He had I think a Kuat 2-bike rack with a Cush core and some mountain biking stickers on it. He had a Poppy Pass in his window displayed. He bought in March of just this year, apparently. And you get a good look at his license plate. He had a Folsom Lake Toyota license plate frame, so he's probably a local. I can tell you that El Dorado County Sheriff has his plates and description, as do the Rangers at Folsom Lake SRA. They're going to be trying to run an identification on this guy, post his description and his vehicle to their Rangers and their kiosks. They took me very seriously and agreed that this sort of thing just shouldn't happen, and we have as much right to the trail as anybody else out there, including our unhinged captain of rules. And, you know, maybe, just maybe, a little bit of justice is going to find you someday, and I hope it's swift, and I hope it's severe, and you've got it coming in spades. And if our paths ever cross again, it will be interesting, and we'll just leave it there. All right? So thanks, folks. Always a pleasure. Sorry it wasn't a little more inspirational and uplifting today. It was meant to be, but sometimes life just won't let you live in peace, will it? And it seems to be a more common theme these days. This is my little way of punching back. So, Roseville MTB Dad here. Until next time, peace. See you on the trails. Laters. What's up, fans? Roseville MTB Dad here with
My Bike and I.
And we are off on an adventure to Darrington Trail, Folsom. So this is on the east side, the Folsom side of the lake. We did this a couple weeks ago for the first time with our pals. We were meant to do that today, but one of them's out with a concussion. So, Maddie, this is for you. We're gonna go stomp it for you and try to get some nice video to commemorate the occasion. Now. All right, dude.
All right.
This trail is really interesting. It's pretty chunky, but we've only done it once. This is our second time, and it was fun. It was definitely fun. Look ahead. Look up. Don't look down. You need to see what's coming on this bitch. There's some exposure there on the left. Okay. Thanks, bud. Oh. Thank you, sir. Just us. Have fun. Yeah, you too. Yeah, I know. It's everywhere. Oh, I'm so glad we're out here, buddy. Dude, that trail's rowdy. Yeah. So bumpy. This is where we live, folks. There's a lot of BS you have to put up with living in California. Believe me. But it does have its compensations.
All right. Oh.
Okay. Hey, guys. Cheers. Just us. Okay. One more coming, bud.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Good you guys. Thanks.
Cheers. Oh, right. Hey.
It's just us.
Sure. Go ahead.
Come on through, man.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Yeah, go for it, man. Sorry about that.
Oh, that's okay.
Nice bike.
Oh, thank you.
Is that a
Heckler. Yeah. Helps me keep up with this kid.
got e-bikes too?
We're on the same page.
Aren't they fun?
I love it.
I got mine like November,
Yeah.
you know, and I have an enduro.
Yeah.
And I ride it a lot. I love it, you know, for the fitness and the fun. But on long days, like Cronin Ranch to Skunk Hollow or doing this, and I'm trying to keep up with a 14-year-old.
Takes you everywhere.
Yeah.
The whole thing?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Piece of cake. And I'm 50, so, you know, you got.
There too. We're 45. I'm 45. He's 40.
Go ahead. Oh, I'll pass you in a minute. No worries. Okay, guys.
Take care.
Cheers. Nice talking to you. Have fun. Okay, sorry. That'll probably be the last time. Appreciate it. Oh, I smell a skunk. Look at him pick that line, just effortless. Nice, dude. Okay. Thanks very much. Have fun. Okay. Thanks. Good line, bud. Way to go. I'm getting better, son. I'm getting better. Okay. Hey, thanks. Okay. Skunk number 2, huh? Yeah, best to just keep rolling. We're in uncharted territory here. We've never been this far, so just kind of cruising, see what we can see. Oh. Thank you. That's fine.
Shut down to 5 miles an hour.
Oh, sorry, I got you. Go ahead, you're good. There you go. Have fun, guys. That's real trail right there. Wasn't that fun, that little flow section?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I ran into those guys. I kind of had to pull out, but
Same.
I hate pulling out. This might become our favorite trail. All right, so we came to a fork in the trail,
Yes.
didn't we? And let's venture on and see what's what.
Yeah.
I really like this trail, Mark. Dad's going gonzo. Here I go. Oh, dude. All right, here we go. Oh, not a good line, not a good line. Yeah, that's what an e-bike is all about. We're heading back to civilization after an intense e-bike climb. There it is. Good job, Boo Boo. Hey.
Hey.
All right, nice job, Bubby. Well done. All right, baby. Take us on home.
Oh.
I think we got a ways to go yet.
Yeah.
Nothing that we haven't seen before.